Hello, friends. Jim Hale with you. We are living in historic times right now in the pro-life movement. As most of you know, 8 of our rescue friends are federal prisoners right now in the Alexandria City Jail after being convicted in the D.C. FACE trials. As that was going on, Republicans who are in campaigns right now were being instructed by Republican leadership not to even use the word pro-life. And then on Sunday, in a 60 Minutes interview, former President Trump said that he thought that a 6-week abortion ban, essentially a heartbeat bill, was a terrible idea. So to get some reaction to that, we came here to the campus of Catholic University to talk to Professor Michael New. He is an economics professor here on campus, but he is also a member of the Charlotte Lozier Institute, the pro-life think tank, and he has some real statistics to share with us on just what a heartbeat law does and its impact for unborn children. First of all, your reaction to what President Trump said on 60 Minutes.
I was very disappointed with his comments. I think passing laws that protect preborn children isn't terrible. It's a great idea. And we've seen lots of good things from this legislation already. I mean, Texas passed a Heartbeat Act. It took effect September 1st, 2021. And we see record numbers of children being born in Texas. Because of the Texas Heartbeat Act, there's 1,000 more children being born in Texas every month. So innocent lives are being saved. That's a great thing, not a terrible thing.
And that is really a model for other states, because there's no coincidence that those babies are being born now who would have been aborted.
Absolutely. That in 2022, Texas had the highest percentage birth rate increase of any state. Why? They're the first state to really enforce a strong pro-life law. And we're seeing good things from pro-life laws elsewhere. Texas was first. We have more data from them. But as more data comes out from other states, we'll see other pro-life laws are saving lives as well.
So it wasn't just President Trump. That was a blow to unborn children right there and to the pro-life movement. But we also now are in a time when we have Republicans being told not to even use the word pro-life because those seeking re-election, those who are in campaigns right now, are concerned that abortion is a losing issue. What is your response to the state of the Republican Party right now?
The Republican Party needs to embrace the pro-life platform and make good, strong pro-life arguments. The pro-life position has been good to the Republican Party. I mean, since the early 90s, we've seen Republicans win majorities in the House, majorities in the Senate. Republicans control both chambers of the state legislature in roughly 30 states. That's about 3/5. And this is as a pro-life party. So running pro-life candidates has been successful. Republicans don't need to turn back. They need to, push forward on this issue. We need a peacock strategy, not an ostrich strategy.
That's right. It seems like the strategy they have is to put their tail between their legs right now and run off like a scalded dog. Could you just also comment, Professor, on the FACE trials? Right now we have 8 of our friends who are in jail as federal prisoners in Alexandria City Jail awaiting their federal sentencing. What is your reaction just in general to those trials?
It was sad, disappointing. I think the lawyers for the defendants, were not allowed to present a lot of evidence that might have persuaded the jury. And I'm hoping that there will be an appeal, and the appeal will result in a better outcome. I'd encourage your viewers and listeners to support the rescuers. There's ways to write them. There's ways to support them. And I also think politically, we should make some efforts to repeal the FACE Act. Congressman Chip Roy yesterday introduced legislation to repeal the FACE Act. Again, I think that these sort of situations can be handled through local trespassing statutes. It shouldn't be a federal offense.
That was welcome news with Chip Roy introducing that legislation. Well, what is your message to those in the pro-life movement right now? How do we go forward from here, Michael?
We need to move forward with confidence, like we always should. We've made a lot of progress in Dobbs. Depending on what's happening in Wisconsin, unborn children are protected in 14 states right now. There's 7 other states that protect preborn children after a certain gestational age. And we have other opportunities to pass strong pro-life laws elsewhere. So, here and there we have setbacks. We're never promised a smooth glide path to victory, but we're making very impressive progress. We just need to stay the course.
You always seem to have such an optimistic voice, even when things seem really, really rough. I mean, it's been tough witnessing what has happened to our rescuer friends. How do you keep your spirits up?
Prayer is important. I try to look at the long view of things. I mean, if you look back to the 1970s, we couldn't even get the Supreme Court to uphold something like a parental pro-life involvement law. Even tiny incremental laws got struck down. Now we can actually protect preborn children in this country, at least in some states. So when you just look at the long view, we've made actually quite a lot of progress. So I try to keep that in mind.
Thank you so much, Professor. It's always just such a joy to get your take on things.
Thanks for having me. Much appreciated.